Good morning, church. The Disney Family Channel lists the top English baby names as Andrew, Abigail, Charles, and traditionally, English baby names were biblical in nature or conveyed a virtue. Andrew, for instance, is Greek for manly. Amy, French for dearly loved, that is true. Cam is a name of a Celtic Highland chieftain with a crooked nose. Maybe a little bit true. Danny means slayer of chickens. And in ancient civilizations, your name meant a virtue you were to live up to, or a self-fulfilling prophecy and a reminder of your role. Why this is important, and why in the Bible name changes were so important and marked a turning point in one's life. Today, maybe not so much. But God has many names to remind us of His character. God does not fully reveal His personal name. Instead, it's Yahweh, I will be or I will cause to be. It doesn't fully reveal, but today we're going to look at Yahweh Nissi, or banner in the English Bible. And Nissi is a Hebrew noun, which is behind the word banner, which is what we do read in our English Bible. And this means a flag or a banner, and it's primarily military in a sense of war. The New International Dictionary of Old Testament describes Nissi as, in a war, a banner was hosted on high ground, often on a hill, widely visible, signaling a rallying point for troops preparing for battle. And a banner might also announce victory in this battle, a point of focus or an object of hope. In Exodus 17, Moses was too old to fight, and he sends Joshua, and God defeats the Amalekites. Not Joshua and the army and not Moses, but God delivers the victory. God defeats the Amalekites, and Moses builds a reminder right there saying, God is my banner. What is our banner today? What is our reminder today? Psalm 60 verse 4 says, David's prayer from deliverance from enemies. David said, God raised a rallying point for us to run to if we respect and trust God. Sometimes we can feel today like we are in a war against poverty, against racism, or more locally, a war when our personal ethics do not match what our boss, perhaps at work, wants us to do. I know that some of us have worked jobs that encouraged us to maybe be less than honest or sell things to people who didn't need it. I remember a friend telling me he was feeling guilty about offering credit cards to people at a bank who couldn't pay it back. And it was a lifelong cycle of interest. Only the lender won. Sometimes we feel like we are in a war against this world and the attitudes in it. 1 John 5:19 does say that the attitudes of the darkness, the evil, the opposite of God is prevalent in this world. And we can see this even today when restarting the economy is more about money and profit than the safety of people, especially vulnerable people. But God has given us a banner to raise. Psalm 64, when David was in war and being defeated, he raised this banner. And if you respect and believe God, you get this banner to raise as well. In the Bible, these banners and these reminders that were built with stone were just that. They were reminders, and they were symbolic of visual remembering. Yes, that's right. I remember when. So raise your hand now. Do it with me. And say, God help. And rally your church behind you with this hand. God will fight for you. And in these unprecedented times, God will deliver the victory. If you offered encouragement to somebody during your day, or if you received encouragement, raise your hand as a visual reminder that God is at work. If you're frightened or anxious, raise your hand, wherever you are, as a reminder that you raise the standard, that you raise the banner, that you raise the Nissi for help. The banner, a rallying cry that God will fight for you. Amen. And God will bless you as you seek him.